want to master a skill, you think that you will be very expert in that skill, or you want someone to guide you in that particular skill, and you want that you will be the world class champion or world class master in that particular skill. So here progressive mastery takes place. Progressive mastery is nothing but it is a type of mastery which will help you to get better in this skill which you want to learn, and in the type of things which you want to develop. This, it could be a skill, it could be any type of sport, it could be singing, it could be swimming. So in these type of skills you can use progressive mastery. So there are a few points which you can follow that will come under progressive mastery. So I will tell you that. So you can also incorporate in your daily routine, or you can say incorporate in your daily skills or the skills which you want to develop in yourself. So the first point is determine a skill that you want to master. So firstly you have to decide the skill which you want to master, which you want to learn. It could be swimming, it could be running, it could be any type of sport, badminton. You can start off. The next step is set specific stretch goals on your path to developing that skill. If you want to develop that skill, what will be path you will work on that. Third step is attach high level of emotion and meaning to your journey and your results. If you will start your skill without any type of emotion or without any type of output, so the journey will be very difficult for you. If you will not think about the outcome or the result which you want after completing this skill, so if you will add that skill with the result or with the journey, so it would be easy for you to pass on the journey. The fourth step is identify the factors critical to success and develop your strengths in those areas and fix your weakness with equal thing. So what are the important and critical factors that will affect your success? What are the key points or key terms which you can say that will help you to get your skill in a better way, and it will provide you a better output? The fifth step is develop visualizations that clearly imagine what success and failure look like, because success and failure both are the part of a coin. So you don't have to be egoish that you will definitely get success, you will get failure also. So you have to be ready for both the situations. There is no need for you to get panic at that situation. So be ready. Just visualize, if I will not get pass in this skill, or if I will get failure, or if I will face failure, so I will not panic. I will start again and again until and unless I will get the thing done which I want. The sixth step is schedule challenging practices developed by experts or through careful thought. Whenever you are starting any skill, so you will start under the mentorship of someone, or so you have to ask from them what are the main or key points which you can apply in this skill. So you will learn from them. The seventh step is measure your progress and get outside feedback. There are many people who don't want someone to give them feedback. They think that they will give him or her a negative feedback, but feedback is very important, because without feedback there is not a change in something. If you will invent something and you want that audience will use that, but when audience will use that, if they face any type of change in that thing, so they will provide you a feedback. Just ask from the people the feedback, and it depends on you that if you want to take it in a positive way or negative way. If you will take it in negative way, that this is not good, they are just blaming me and all, then your success stops here. So you have to take a positive feedback and get a change and come back to them again. Now, ninth and eighth step is socialize your learning and efforts by practicing or competing with others. If you are learning a skill, or anyone else has also learning on the same pace, or if they have learned that, then you have to compete with them, so that you will also get a better understanding that on which pace they are and on which side you are present. The ninth step is continue setting higher level goals so that you keep improving. Just do not set a benchmark for yourself, because you don't know the peak on which you can reach out. So continue, set a new goal, new learning every day, and do not stop here. And the last and most important step is teach others what you are learning, because as you know that learning never ends. If you learn something, then start teaching another person also, so that they can be easy and able to learn from you the mistakes which you have made, so you can teach others also, so that they will not make the mistake and they will be improved in that skill. So these are the 10 important steps which you can apply for mastering, or you can say progressive mastery. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe and follow for such more important and new techniques.